Hello and happy Friday! Join us as we bring you the latest on the markets today, brought to you by FX. Here are today's financial headlines.
Nvidia stock rose 1.5% on Thursday, closing at $145 after the company announced strategic AI partnerships in the healthcare sector, expanding its influence in drug discovery and clinical research. The three major indices all declined more than 1.5% on Friday, after Israel launched a preemptive strike against Iran in a major escalation of the regional conflict. Brent crude oil futures surged to around $76 per barrel on Friday, hitting its highest level since February, driven by fears of supply disruptions amid escalating geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainty. The euro briefly hit $1.16 for the first time since November 2021 amid diverging central bank signals and renewed trade tensions, but later edged down to $1.15 as investors reassessed the momentum. Bitcoin has slipped below $104,000 amid renewed US-China trade tensions and broader risk-off sentiment, with investors reacting to tariff flare-ups and cautious macro signals. Now let's review the major economic events of the day. At 9 a.m., the euro area to release the balance of trade for April, following almost 37 billion euros in March. At 9 a.m., the industrial production in the euro area is expected to decrease, after reaching 2.6% in March. At 2 p.m., the U.S. will release figures for the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index of June, following 52.2 in May. Monday's major economic events. At 2 a.m., China to release the annual industrial production for May, following 6.1% in April. At 2 a.m., the annual retail sales in China are expected to decrease, after reaching 5.1% in April. At 12:30 p.m., the U.S. will release figures for the New York Manufacturing Index of June, following -9.2 in May.
And that's it for this week's Market News Roundup, presented by FX. Thanks for joining us, and see you again next week as we bring you the latest market news and insights. We wish you a great weekend.